What's happening, y'all? Today's post is gonna be about something that I've been fighting with for a very long time. It's the difference between your drive and an addiction. I want to tell y'all a quick story about someone that I love very, very dearly. One of my mentors, it's actually a she. She retired with like this crazy amount of money, millions and millions and millions of dollars, liquid cash, taxes all paid up and everything. I'm talking about millions and millions of dollars. But the problem is, she was so driven and she worked so hard that she looked up one day, she was 60 years old, and realized she didn't have children or meaningful relationships, really outside of a few of her friends and her family. So now the question is, was all of that success worth it? Are all these trinkets worth it? Like, she sits in this multi-million-dollar house by herself watching football. And I thought about it. I was like, yo, she did all of this hard work, but she's gonna have to give her money to people who really 9 times out of 10 don't deserve it, or who really didn't have anything to do with that level of success, like whether it's nephews or nieces or sisters or uncles or whoever it may end up being. And it really made me think, like, even in my own personal life, like, for the most part, I've been able to obtain everything that I wanted to do. Every dream, every goal that I ever set out in my whole entire life, I did it. So when it was time for me to recalibrate, my dreams and the things that I wanted to do, I had to sit back and think and say, well, do I want to do 20 more years and invest it in this multimedia company and, create this multimedia company and, not have a family or not have a wife or not have things that truly last forever? And I have a friend that works with one of the biggest entertainers on this earth, and she told me he said he wanted to be a billionaire, and she's watching him get closer and closer to this goal, but constantly losing relationships and constantly doing what it takes to make the money, but not necessarily take care of the people that's around him. And that although he may meet this $1 billion goal, like, how much does one person need, to take care of him and his family, whereas he doesn't have to jeopardize relationships or jobs or people that's around him in order for him to do his best for the bottom line, and that's his money, right? So the reason why I posted this video is just for you guys to think, as you grinding and as you chasing that bag, like, what is it really for? Me as a single black man in America with no children, like, how many cars do I need? How much money do I need? How much food do I need? Before it becomes parasitic. Capitalism is parasitic, and no matter how much you make, it's never good enough. You always have to make more and more and more and sacrifice more and more. I have a little brother that we really didn't get an opportunity to spend much time together, because by the time he was old enough for us to truly kick it as, you know, grown men, I was in the middle of the grind. So I sacrificed our time and our relationship together, you know, under the auspices of trying to make money for us all. When really and truly, I think the most important thing and the thing that he needed the most was probably my time. You know, so be careful, you know, chasing the bag and then turning around and leaving everything else.